lost my darling Mr. President, whom I was cheating on you with. I'll pay you as much alimony as you want. Thomas, open up. Open up, please. I was deceived, darling. Let's start over.
No, I lost to your sweetheart, so you can't possibly take me back.
Trouble busters!
And about your affair, Mr. Smith here says...
Oh, no. You need not tell me about that. The money. Let's talk about the alimony. How much do you want?
You seem very confident, Miss Kylie, despite the alimony being quite expensive.
Of course. Do you know who I'm marrying?
Isn't he a young, aspiring entrepreneur who runs several companies?
Yep. You lost my darling Mr. President, whom I'm cheating on you with.
You gave in to your womanly desires.
Yes. Say whatever you want. That's all for my plan of divorcing and becoming a president's wife. Kendall's feelings will soon change if we don't hurry up and settle this whole thing. Even if you demand a lot of money, I have to oblige and get a quick divorce.
A lot of money? How much were you thinking?
Let's see. $50,000 shouldn't be too much at all.
Mrs. Smith, sir, it seems that the only thing that can be gained from Miss Kylie here is money.
I'm not satisfied. I don't need frickin' money. I'll destroy that man's honor. I'm taking this to court. Mr. Morrison, go through with the court proceedings.
Wait a minute. That's a problem.
That's why I'm doing it. Otherwise, I'll go completely insane.
I'll pay as much money as we can afford. Just please, don't take this to court.
No!
Please!
Mrs. Smith, I must professionally advise you, we ought to take Miss Kylie at her word.
But, Mr. Morrison, my personal satisfaction.
Time lets the anger simmer down, sir. I must warn against letting your impulsive emotions lead you to do something you regret.
Yes, that right there. That's why my life with you will never get better. Why do I have to work to buy what I want? You can't afford the luxury at all. Anyway, if a woman finds a husband who makes more money than her own husband, it's only natural that she would switch. Crying is for weaklings. You take a system like marriage for granted, which is why stuff like this freaking happens to you.
Miss Kylie, you've said your piece. Mr. Smith, what shall we do now?
I'll leave it to you, Mr. Morrison.
We will demand $80,000 in alimony from you, Miss Kylie, and an additional $20,000 from your partner, Mr. Kendall Rusk. In exchange, we will solemnly promise not to turn this matter into a court case. What say you, ma'am?
Perfecto, I say. How many damn companies do you think Kendall runs?
Well then, please fill out this document to pay the alimony in a lump sum of $80,000.
Here you go. Happy now, Morrison?
Yes, ma'am. And now, Mr. Smith, please sign a statement stating that you will not make this into a court case.
Sure. It's finished.
As of henceforth, the agreement is in full effect.
This will really cut ties with this prick, right?
Yes, ma'am. Please don't forget to promise to pay the alimony in full by the end of next month.
10-4, sir. And now I'm the president's wife. Disgusting how you can give up on your dream with a mere $80,000. Well, there was no question about it in the first place when it came to choosing. You were such a maggot by comparison.
Mr. Smith, according to plan, is it not?
As planned indeed. Unforgivable. Troublebusters, initiate!
What the grilled chicken? What? What was all that about a young aspiring entrepreneur running multiple businesses? Lies?
Yep, I'm just an unemployed bloke who has never worked in his life.
Wait a minute. So what about this luxury car?
It belongs to a rich friend of mine.
You took me to a luxury car dealership many times, didn't you?
Huge thanks to Mom. But she's already found out about that and told me to stop dating you, Kylie.
What? Seriously? What about the luxury car key? The key to your private yacht, your key to the 40th floor suite apartment.
Bought those fakes online. Turns out there are some people who sell things like that and you can buy from them.
Why would you lie to me, you merciless bastard?
If you only show off your wealth, you'll be popular with the ladies after all.
No way.
But thanks so much. If you love me that much, I can marry you, no problem.
No unemployed maggots.
Oh, I just wasn't going God mode up until yesterday. When I do get serious, I'll be amazing, Kylie. Let's build a happy family, the two of us together.
No way. Thomas, open up, please.
Oh, if it isn't the Banshee so willing to pay me 80 grand. Thank you.
No, Thomas, listen. I was deceived, darling.
Oh, really?
It was all a lie. That Kendall was a young, aspiring entrepreneur businessman. He was actually an unemployed little bitch.
Is that so?
Thomas, please, open the door. Let's start over. I won't open.
No, I lost to your sweetheart, so you can't possibly take me back.
No, you're not too bad compared to that mother fricker.
Not too bad.
Oh, no, you were always such a nice guy. I think I love you after all.
But Thomas doesn't seem to want to reciprocate.
Please, let's talk about this again.
No matter how much we talk about it, you and I are through. You mean to tell me to take you back after freaking cheating on me and calling me all sorts of crap?
I was only dissatisfied with your salary. All my old friends from years ago are living lives that are better, and I got jealous. At times like this, Kendall crept into my heart, and he took me places that you could never afford. He let me ride in cars that you could only dream of. He took me to such expensive hotels. It's your fault for not providing anything remotely close to that kind of luxury.
Thomas is at fault, eh? On what authority do you have to march up, pound on my door, and say bullshit like that, eh?
No, it's my fault too.
Lose the two, lady.
It's definitely wrong for me to be the only one apologizing. After all, we are a married couple.
We're not a couple anymore. We've been divorced for so long now.
We can just get married again.
There's no way I would remarry someone the likes of you. A materialistic, self-centered woman who would throw a guy away to the streets for the simple reason that he only makes 5 digits. Could you live with a beast that attacked you mercilessly once in the past? That beast be like, "Whoopsie whoopsie, my bad, destroyed your face. Can you please live with me again?" Yeah, hell no. I'd rather eat guano for breakfast.
I would live with that beast.
Shut the hell up! Who in the world would frickin' live with such a savage monster who destroyed a valuable part of you? Even after the divorce, you haven't frickin' changed. Marrying you again is frickin' ridiculous.
I'm the one who ought to apologize profusely, but since you didn't do shit enough, you ought to say sorry too. Otherwise, things would go insane.
No, you are insane. Committing adultery like you did.
Could you at least drop the demands for alimony against me? Unless you can, I won't have a civilized conversation with you.
I have no intention of dropping anything or talking about anything. This will be just as we promised. If you can't pay me the alimony, I will withhold your salary.
I said I was deceived, Thomas. If it weren't for Kendall's stupid lies, my heart wouldn't have wavered away from you. I wouldn't have betrayed you.
So what if the bastard was saying was all true? You would have just cut me off, eh? Just because your future changed a whole lot so suddenly doesn't change the fact that you betrayed me.
Take out that stupid anger on Kendall, Thomas. He was the one that withered the blooming flower that was once our love.
You collaborated with his brutality and sought to bring me down mercilessly, did you not?
I said
It's about time you realize that being deceived is bad in itself, lady.
being deceived is bad. How sensitive of you to be saying things like that to the face of a legitimate victim.
It's more sensitive for the person who cheated to show her face to the person who got cheated. Even a frickin' mudskipper wouldn't do shit like that.
Hey, can you frickin' say it's bad to have gotten scammed, who suffered lots by getting scammed?
People who do those scams are victims, tricking people into paying money they shouldn't have had to pay, leaving behind a victim. You were tricked into betraying someone and trying to gain virtue from that betrayal, becoming a perpetrator yourself. Rather, you just kept feigning ignorance until I confronted you with the evidence. You were deceiving me of your own free will yourself. To me, you are also a scammer.
But to me,
Why should I, the victim, have to think about you, the perpetrator, eh?
because you... Wait a minute. It's Kendall's mother.
Mother? What? You married the prick?
I did. That's why I'm in so much trouble. Hello?
Pick up the phone within 2 rings.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
What are you doing, charging out of the house in the middle of cleaning?
I finished up the cleaning.
What? You call this finished? Hold on a minute. What the hell? This is disgusting. You can't be serious. I just finished cleaning. What do you think? Could you ask me that, yeah?
I just finished cleaning. What do you...
The worst I've seen. If you don't mind leaving me and Kendall in this messy-ass room, you don't have to come back, you know?
I'll return as soon as possible.
Yeah? I don't think you need to come back, though. What, you want to come back?
Yes, ma'am. That's the only place I can return to.
Why?
I can't rent a house with my salary.
So you took advantage of Kendall's good spirit and married him?
No, ma'am.
Well, hello, Mr. Donut. Dinner and a show.
That's all I can frickin' see out of you.
I'm sorry, ma'am. I'll be more careful. I'll do my best.
I'll raise your rent starting next month.
What?
It can't be helped, sweetheart. Because Kendall quit his part-time job, you see.
What? Hasn't he only been working for 2 days?
What? Lady, are you blaming Kendall? No, he worked hard for you two for the 2 whole days, you know. Since our pension is pretty decent, our son doesn't have to work. The alimony that is being demanded of you is probably because you're just so goddamn lazy.
Yes, ma'am.
So you have no goddamn right to be surprised that Kendall quit his job after 2 frickin' days.
Yes, ma'am.
If you complain like that, you don't have to stay here, eh? That will not bother us at all.
That'll be a problem for me, ma'am. Please forgive me.
Whew, that was awesome. As of now, looks like the enemy of my sworn enemy is my best friend.
I won't even care if you don't shake a leg, Kylie. You have cleaning to do, George to nurse, and night shifts to take care of, do you not?
Yes, ma'am.
Then do it! I'll support you minimally. If you don't like it, I don't care if you divorce Kendall at any time, you know. Don't overdo it, Kylie, sweetheart.
But
No, seriously, I'm actually worried about you, you know.
Thank you, ma'am. Thomas! Help me! Help me!
Good riddance for real.
You listened, right? She is so cruel to me.
Well, from my perspective, she doesn't look too bad.
Change your perspective. Will I really survive with that kind of life?
Well, gotta keep moving forward, I guess.
Thomas!
She continued to cry, but because I stopped responding, she gave up and went on home. And from the next day onward, Kylie started sending me the corniest emails and sex a man can experience. The words, the letters, multiple damn alphabets, nothing interests me at all.
Thomas, how currently are you? I am thus trembling under an object belonging to me. That object being my winter blanket, despite it being summertime. No, for whatever nonsensical reason.
Probably because of a cold.
Owing to the fact that you are currently not here with me, I currently am a bird in a cage.
This is like Gollum trying to talk to Queen Elizabeth.
I urgently await you to cometh to me. Please, please knock on the window yonder of my room on the 1st floor at midnight.
Eh? Who would... No. Hold on.
This is bullshit! Leave me on red, why don't you? You're impossible! Damn you!
I understand everything. Everything! Thomas still loves me. That outrageous amount of alimony is a sure sign he wants to stay connected with me for as long as possible. Quite a useless bloke, but I shall forgive you for now. Please cometh to me. I'm going to go insane crazy if you don't. Thomas, I'm so happy. I trusted you, Thomas. I trusted you. Quietly. My in-laws find out about this. It'll be over. Thomas, you came to pick me up?
Where are you going at this hour, eh?
A knock on the window is a signal of escape.
What? How did you know? Did you look at my phone?
Nope, your ex-husband told me.
What?
I heard everything from your ex-husband, Kylie.
Alimony, housework, work, and nursing were all the conditions for you staying in this house, right? Forget about that.
What? But
If you want to leave so eagerly, just get out of here. I won't stop you.
Huh? No, this is not...
The hell you mean, no? Isn't it cheating if you get back together with your ex-husband even though you have me already?
Whoever hurts my adorable, adorable Kendall, I shouldn't show no mercy to.
No, please. I'm so sorry.
I just knew marrying a cheating woman would be a mistake, but you are the only one at fault. Don't ever come back to this house again.
Hi, why did this happen? Mrs. Rusk, please, listen to me.
Shut up, I'll call the police if you're too annoying.
This is just an impulse. Kendall is the only person I love.
And yet you thought you'd throw him away and go back to your ex-husband.
No, ma'am, my ex-husband, Thomas, forced me to do this and...
Forced you to betray your husband, eh? I don't want to keep something like that in my house. I won't be able to sleep a wink with how pissed I am.
Kendall, persuade your mother, please.
No. I have a session on online gaming after this. I don't have time.
No way! You choose video games over a wife?
Hello? Is this the police? My family and I are scared that some strange woman might break into our house.
Stop reporting me! Kendall, stop her!
Go on now, hurry up and go back to your ex-husband.
Please let me stay, please let me stay! What the? I worked too fast. Ah! Thomas, how could you?
What? Huh? Did they kick you out?
I got kicked out. I can't go back to that house now.
You were the one who acted, so that happened.
Because you snitched on me.
Yeah, I couldn't bear the notion of Kendall experiencing what I went through, you see.
What you went through?
Just like you abandoned me and ran into Kendall, you were going to abandon Kendall and run back to me again. See, being cheated on is so tough. I taught Kendall well, so he wouldn't fall to the dark side.
Why? Why would you look out for an unemployed bastard like him? Getting cheated on is far, far worse.
No, the cheater is more guilty. If your style is to switch like that if a guy better than the one you're currently with comes along, well, you shouldn't even be getting married in the first place.
Marriage is your promise to make me happy. If you can't keep that promise, the person who couldn't keep it is to blame. You can't condemn those who cheat because of this.
Yes, I frickin' can. There's no such affair that's acceptable for that reason. Listen, Kylie, I will not forgive what you did in the bedroom with another frickin' man. That's why I'm doing everything I can to bring you to your doom.
Everyone makes a mistake once.
No one makes that mistake even once. There are things in this world that just can't be fixed with an I'm sorry. People who don't understand that will cheat again and again and again, as many times as they like.
I'll never do it again. You're much better than Kendall, Thomas. Isn't that a good thing?
Once I've decided on a woman, I never ever compare her to anyone else. That's what husband and wife and family is all about. There is no replacement. Nothing can. That's what family is. You cut people down too easily. I'll never be able to live with someone like that.
Wait, Thomas, don't hang up.
Due to the receiver's circumstances, we are unable to connect this number.
Thomas!
And with that, the punishment for my old ex-wife was completed. She now has to pay back the $80,000 in alimony despite being homeless. I won't listen to her whining, nor will I compromise with her. If the alimony is not paid, her salary will be promptly withheld, so there is no way for her to run away. Now, next is the other traitor, Kendall. The next day, I sent for Mr. Morrison to certify the contents. As expected, it would be impossible for even the parents of a son, with their unnatural love for him, to cover the entire 20 grand in alimony, which means that the only course of action would be...
Kendall, we clearly can't afford the full amount.
No, what? Mom, you aren't gonna protect me!
There's a limit, damn you. You could have just played video games like an adult, but no. You had to lie to find a woman to bring home.
No way! I ain't working, Mom, you hear? You deal with it!
That's out of the question. If you can't do this, you're better off out of the house. What would happen to someone who's never worked properly and loses a place to sleep? Want to try that out instead?
I shouldn't have laid my hands on a married woman if I knew it would come to this. Despite his lack of imagination, Kendall was apparently able to imagine himself without a home, and started working part-time the very next day. Love lasts as long as money endures for Kendall and Kylie. The newlyweds celebrated for their corruption, got divorced, and is now living an unrefined life, working only to pay back the alimony they owe me. As compensation for temporary pleasure, I think that affair was a tad too optimistic. As for myself, I moved to an apartment that was more suitable for me, and decided to live a life without any relationships with women for a while. However... Coming!
This is Megan from next door. I have some...
Oh, thanks so much for the trouble. I love stew. Thank you.
I have some ingredients for stew, so if you don't mind, could you make some for me?
Huh? What? Make you stew? Isn't it normal to make too much and bring some to the neighbors?
No, I wanted you to make some.
Why would I make stew for someone I'm meeting for the first time?
Now, be reasonable. Everything is right here.
That's not the problem. As such, I live next to a rather eccentric neighbor, but I feel like I can't help it, and she is delightful anyway. I'ma just sit back, do my thing, and let life take the wheel because I'm gonna enjoy it. Trouble Busters!